Welcome to the Get Fit Guys, quick and dirty tips to slim down and shape up. My name is Ben Greenfield, and I'm the Get Fit Guy. Now, you've probably realized by this time that there's something epic happening in Sochi, Russia, the 2014 Winter Olympics. Back in 2012, during the Summer Olympics in Beijing, I published the episodes How to Train Like an Olympian, Part 1 and Part 2, in which you learn about tactics like how to jump like an Olympic beach volleyball player or how to build shoulders like an Olympic swimmer. But now it's time to turn to the amazing bodies and athletic prowess of the Winter Olympians and learn how to get the balance of an ice dancer, the speed of a slalom skier, the butt of a bobsledder, the legs of a ski jumper, the core of a snowboarder, and the fitness of a hockey player. Today, in this episode, you'll discover balance, speed, and, of course, that part about the butt. And in part 2, next week, we'll cover the rest. And now, let's jump into the first way that you can get as fit as a Winter Olympian. There's nothing quite like the enchantment and enthrallment of seeing the ice dancers skip about on that slippery surface as if it were no big deal, especially when I make my own Bambi on ice attempts on the local ice rink here in my hometown of Spokane, Washington. But even if we never quite have the moves of an ice dancer, we can all certainly benefit from the grace, injury prevention, and increased coordination bestowed by better balance. In the episode 3 Ways to Get Better Balance, which I'll link to in the show notes for this episode over at quickanddirtytips.com, you learn that you can simply think of balance as your ability to maintain your base of support with minimal postural sway or collapse. Now, in physics, something called a line of gravity is used to define balance. Specifically, better balance involves an increased ability to maintain your line of gravity over your base of support. But in more basic Get Fit Guy terms, balance is just the ability to move your body and limbs around efficiently, precisely, and quickly, while also being able to change direction, all without falling on your butt. So technically, maintaining balance requires coordination of 3 different sensory systems in your body. Number 1, your vestibular system, which is the sense organs in your head, primarily your ears, which regulate your equilibrium and give your brain directional information related to your head position. Number 2, the somatosensory system, which relies on special nerves called proprioceptors in your joints, along with pressure and vibration sensors in your skin and your joints. And finally, your visual system, which relies on your eyes to figure out where your head and your body are in space, and also your location in space relative to other objects. So, for you to be properly balanced, each of these components must be optimized. In other words, you need to have good eyes, good ears, and healthy joints. I'd highly recommend you go check out the episode 3 Ways to Get Better Balance to learn everything there is to know, but you can start by taking care of your ears, for instance, avoiding loud sounds and music or holding your cell phone up to your ear. Taking care of your eyes, like taking screen breaks while staring at your computer, or eating organic eggs or wild-caught fish a few times a week. And taking care of your joints, such as by doing single-leg balancing drills. So next, let's talk about how to get skier speed. Now, slalom skiers have lightning-fast reflexes and enormous amounts of explosive speed and ability to change direction. Heck, you've probably witnessed the horrific crashes that can occur when they're not on top of their game. So it makes sense that they work so hard to get these cat-like moves. So what's a good exercise for you to get skier speed? Well, you can try this 1-2 combo move, which you can do anywhere, even at your office if nobody's watching. Fast feet followed up with high jumps. Here's how to do it. You start by just running in place, by picking up each foot quickly and putting it back down as fast as possible. That's the fast feet part. So alternate fast feet for 30 times as fast as you can, then quickly transition to high jumps, which are exactly what they sound like. You squat down, swing your arms behind you, then jump as high as possible, and be careful if you have a low ceiling in your home or office. Do just 5 of these, or as many as 10 of the high jumps, if you really want to get huffing and puffing. Remember, speed and explosiveness is key to get the most bang for your buck out of this move. Now, next let's talk about how to get the butt of a bobsledder. And while you can get a plethora of better butt tips with a quick search for butt over at quickanddirtytips.com, there's one move that's especially useful to develop the type of butt a bobsledder gets while they're throwing their body weight, hips, glutes, and thighs into the weight of that sled to get it moving to top speed. That move is walking lunges, an exercise you can do anytime, any place. To do this one, just grab a weight like dumbbells, a barbell plate, a kettlebell, a medicine ball, or for a real challenge, and I am serious here, another person, and hold the weight however you'd like, at your chest, to your sides, or for another real challenge, over your head. And then just lunge across a room, across a yard, or across an open area, alternating legs as you lunge. Try to drop your back knee to the ground with each step and get that front leg to a 90-degree angle for a nice deep bend that uses as many muscles as possible. Now, I personally do walking lunges and try to go from my office to my bedroom and back, which is about 50 total feet of lunges. When I'm holding two 40-pound dumbbells at my shoulders, that's more than enough to get a quick butt burn. Now, here's one extra tip for lunges. Move slowly and deliberately, focusing on pausing for just a brief second when you're in the middle of the lunge so you get some of that ice dancer benefit from this move too. So get ready for more Olympic moves next week. So next week, you're going to find out more about how to get as fit as a Winter Olympian. But of course, if you have questions about the things that you heard so far, then you can join the discussion over at facebook.com/getfitguy. And you can also try this game. When you see ice dancing or ice skating on TV, try balancing on one leg. When you see skiing or snowboarding, try your fast feet with high jumps. And when you see the bobsled or the luge, do a few walking lunges. Think of it as fitness fun and see how many exercises you can rack up over the course of these Winter Olympic weeks. And until next time, this is the Get Fit Guy asking you, what are you waiting for? Go get fit.